Deuces. I say it. Nope, you don't say it. I don't know what I was doing.
And stop putting your hands and moving the table around. You gotta be careful. The table is extremely unstable.
Okay. I don't know.
Deuces. What's up, y'all? We are back 2 weeks in a row. And we are back with our Psalm 23 series, which I'm excited to continue on. And so I'm going to have Linan read our next verse.
Okay. Verse 4 is, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
So you want to go first?
Sure. I like that, like the very first line, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I think it's a good reminder that God never promises this life to be easy. It's like, even though I'm in the dark place, it's not past tense, like when we're not a Christian, we go through hard times, and when we become a Christian, it's all sunshine and rainbows.
Mm.
You know? Because I feel like sometimes that persona, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but like that idea is given off is
Right.
that like when you become a Christian, it's all sunshine and rainbows and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just not true. So it's, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And I think, yeah, that part stood out to me, is you're not guaranteed the happy life. But I also think that it's talking about, like, you can also take that, like, mentally. You're not always going to be happy-go-lucky, you know, in the best mindset that life is just good, you know. There comes struggles, there comes hard days, there comes stress, there comes worry. And so we're not exempt from that. And yeah, I just think the rest of the verse, that I will fear no evil. Just a statement that we serve a God that's higher than that, and we will fear no evil.
Yeah.
And then for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And kind of like what we talked about last week, like with sheep, like the shepherd always had the staff, and that was a form of protection, not just like what is stereotypical. It wasn't just like a walking stick. Like that was their form of protection for the sheep.
The rod.
Yeah. And then their staff, you would use that, like it had a little crook on it, and so sometimes you could like grab them by the neck and pull them this way, and you could, you know, like it was a form of protection, either physically or like protecting them from themselves because they're doing something dumb.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, just that picture of that. Even though I'm in this dark place, I don't have to fear, because God is there with me with a rod and a staff, protecting me in every circumstance.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, I really like that verse. This is a verse I say to myself all the time.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you really hit the nail on the head. I think for me, when I was thinking about this verse, and I've been thinking about Psalm 23 a lot. I think what really stood out to me, for whatever reason this time, is just the specific, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And I think I just had this moment where I was thinking about just the different things that I feel like sometimes we as Christians get uncomfortable with proclaiming. And one of those, I think, is I statements. Like, we fear that we can't sit here as a Christian and say, I XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because we don't follow up with, for you XYZ. And so I don't know, that really hit me. Like, just that idea of, like, you can have confidence in proclaiming, I will fear no evil, for you are with me.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, I just been really holding on to that. Just because
there's a lot of power in saying stuff like that over
right.
yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and for me, I think it's been a reminder because, you know, there's certain days, certain months that are a little more stressful, a little more worrisome than others.
Mm-hmm.
And in those times when you say, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. It's like, I think we feel like we can't say that, and we don't walk in confidence that we can say that as Christians. And I think we're just missing out. And I just think about like David and you know, as the writer of this, like the things he walked through, like the things he dealt with, like, man, if anybody could proclaim that in the valley of the shadow of death, you know, he will not fear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, David is the poster child for having walked through some crazy times, you know. I mean, had Saul trying to kill him, had the Philistines trying to kill him, had his own son trying to kill him. It's like he went through so many different things, and yet he's still the one who can proclaim that I will fear no evil. No. That just really stood out to me. It was just that the power in the confidence of proclaiming, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And I think that was my big thing, is just being willing to say that. And being willing to say that when you don't feel it. Mm-hmm. And it reminds me of the song, It Is Well With My Soul, you know. Just the power to proclaim, it is well with my soul. And I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And I think if we miss the for you are with me, that's why we fear. And that's why we don't have confidence, because we want to say, I will fear no evil. And that's it. We just want to say, I'm not gonna worry about anything. I'm fine. Everything's fine. But like, why is it fine? And it's because you are with me. And I don't know, that one really stuck with me. It's nothing profound, just really just reminded me of, it's like there is no confidence in proclamation without the backing of God. Like if it wasn't for the second half of that, there would be no purpose. And that really stood out to me. So that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I think so. I just really like that verse.
I do, me too. And it's obviously probably the most well-known part of it outside of the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But I was like, I do it. There's so much power in it. And in that shift of going from the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, to even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, as David transitions into that I statement. And instead of the God does this for me, it's the I feel statement. I think that's powerful. It's not something to go without noticing. So that's all we got for you guys today. Kind of a short video, but hey, we hit 2 weeks in a row, so that's pretty awesome. And so we did the still waters for the last one, and then this one we have another Psalm 23 song, and I don't remember the lady's name who sings it, but it's a really good song, and so we're gonna link that one for our and it was one that we Lenan accidentally played when she was looking for the still water song, and that I was like, that's a really good song. And so just one we like. And so I will link that song for our and then just if you have prayers, if you have anything you need, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We want to help you. We want to be here for you, and we want to be praying for you. So we love you all and look forward to seeing you next week. Deuces.